I faked a pregnancy and a miscarriage to everyone around me. My fiancé at the time, 28M, and I, 22F, were trying for a baby a few years into our relationship. We were going through a rough patch, and I thought that if we had a baby like he wanted, his behavior would change. Biggest mistake of my life. I was immediately regretful. I couldn't believe I had gone as far as faking positive pregnancy results. I made the decision quickly that I could never let anyone know about this, and I started making a long-term plan to make things look and seem like they just didn't work out for us. I promised I would take this secret to the grave with me, but it has been eating me alive every day since then. It's terrible. What I did was terrible in ways that I cannot describe. It's just so fucked up, and I don't even understand why I did it. I don't understand why, in that moment, that's what I decided to do. I know and fully acknowledge that I am much more than a huge piece of shit for putting someone through that, and I can't even honestly begin to describe how bad I feel for doing these things, and I should, to be honest. Edit. I've already talked with my therapist about this, and we talked about the choices I had and agreed that the best decision is to tell him when he has a second to understand the weight of things. I've already talked with who I need to talk to understand why I did these things, and am seeking out the professionals I need. A lot of people here are only looking at things from one side, but need to realize that I hurt a lot of people in this process, whether it was badly or not. I had expecting parents giddy for a new grandchild, friends who were so excited for me and started giving me advice right away. I very much should feel bad about this, but all I can do is take the right steps now to repair things the best I can. There really isn't anything anyone can say to convince me to not tell him about this for the sake of both of us. I needed to let go of the guilt I've been carrying around for years, and that's all this post was, admitting what I did. Second edit. Sorry this ended up being so long. I expected things to be a little busy, but definitely not to blow up so quickly. After reading a lot of the comments and thinking about what the majority of what I'm seeing, I understand things from a different perspective now. I understand that bringing things up now would give him something more to grieve about when he's probably already moved past things. I will continue to just talk to my therapist about how to move past it without having to tell him. Some questions answered. 1. I am no longer with this guy and we don't reach out to each other at all anymore. 2. My therapist did not convince me to tell him anything. I explained how I felt about things, and at the time I thought that he would want to know, so my therapist talked me through the risks and consequences and how I should approach things if I went through route I wanted to take, which is obviously out the window now, so no worries there. 3. This is not a sheet post. My orientation username honestly has nothing to do with this at all, and all you need to know is that I do have the ability to conceive children. If I didn't, I wouldn't be in this situation.